stand up for a moment right now. Yes, really, go ahead and get on your feet. Take a few seconds while you stand there and bring your full attention to how your feet feel at this exact moment. Notice every small detail without rushing. You may feel a faint tingling in your toes, a slight buzzing sensation, or perhaps a warm feeling spreading across the bottom of your feet. Some people notice a mild numbness, while others feel a light burning sensation that comes and goes. Whatever you feel, simply observe it without judging it or trying to change it. This simple act of standing still and paying attention can reveal a great deal about what is happening inside your body. It helps you notice sensations that often go completely ignored during the busyness of everyday life. Most people rarely think about their feet until discomfort becomes strong enough to interrupt their daily routine. But when you pause and truly tune in like this, you begin to understand how your body communicates with you. These sensations are not random, they are signals, and they can provide valuable clues that guide you toward better health awareness over time. Now, here is something very important to understand. What if the discomfort you're noticing right now is not simply a normal part of aging? What if it isn't always caused by diabetes? And what if it isn't necessarily permanent nerve damage that can never improve? In many cases, far more often than most people realize, these sensations can actually be made worse by simple everyday habits. These are routines that feel completely normal and harmless. People repeat them daily without thinking, yet over time they quietly affect how nerves function. Day after day, week after week, and year after year, these small habits build up. Their effects accumulate slowly until symptoms begin to feel overwhelming and difficult to ignore. When you understand this, your perspective on neuropathy begins to change. Instead of feeling helpless, you begin to see that there are practical steps within your control. You realize that you can interrupt this cycle, support your nerve health, and gradually improve how you feel. This shift in understanding transforms frustration into hope because it shows you are not powerless and that meaningful improvement is possible. For many years, specialists studying nerve health have observed the same pattern repeatedly. Most people only hear part of the story. The truth is that nerves are extremely sensitive to daily lifestyle choices. Even small habits that seem harmless can slowly intensify symptoms over time. These habits often go unnoticed because they blend into everyday routines, but their cumulative impact on nerve health can be significant. Recognizing this opens the door to meaningful change. When people learn how their daily actions influence nerve function, they often discover that improvement becomes possible. Research involving thousands of individuals has shown measurable improvements in nerve function when simple lifestyle adjustments are applied consistently. This is not guesswork. It is evidence-based knowledge that has helped many people reduce tingling, burning, and numbness, and regain greater comfort in daily life. Before continuing, it helps to reflect on how your body has changed over the years. By understanding this, you can see why two people with the same neuropathy diagnosis may experience very different outcomes. One person may steadily worsen while another sees gradual improvement. The difference often comes down to awareness and daily habits. Neuropathy is not only about luck or genetics, it is strongly influenced by consistent actions taken over time. Small daily choices either support nerve health or slowly undermine it. Think of it like caring for a garden. When it receives regular care, it grows strong and healthy. When it is neglected, problems slowly spread. Your nerves respond in much the same way. Many people believe neuropathy will always worsen no matter what they do. But this is not entirely true. Nerves constantly react to their environment. Daily habits influence circulation, inflammation, and nourishment. Some habits protect nerves, while others quietly damage them. Once you understand this, you move from feeling powerless to feeling empowered. To understand why habits matter so much, it helps to know what is happening inside the body. As we age, natural changes occur that affect nerve function. Circulation gradually slows, tissues lose flexibility, and nerve repair processes become less efficient. Peripheral nerves rely heavily on steady blood flow to receive oxygen and nutrients. Without proper nourishment, nerve signals weaken over time. This is why symptoms such as tingling, numbness, burning, and pain begin to appear. Poor circulation is one of the biggest contributors to worsening neuropathy, and supporting healthy blood flow is one of the most powerful steps you can take to protect your nerves. One surprisingly common habit that affects circulation is prolonged sitting. Even people who exercise regularly can still harm their circulation by remaining seated for long periods. When you sit for hours watching television, working, or driving, blood flow to the lower legs becomes restricted, creating pressure on nerves and reducing oxygen delivery. Over time, this can worsen symptoms, but the solution is simple and highly effective. Standing and moving every 30 to 45 minutes can significantly improve circulation. Even small movements such as rotating your ankles, stretching your calves, or walking briefly can restore blood flow and relieve pressure on nerves. Blood sugar fluctuations also play a major role. Even people without diabetes can experience nerve irritation from repeated spikes and drops in blood sugar levels. Unstable glucose levels increase inflammation, and inflammation irritates nerve tissue. Balanced meals that include protein, healthy fats, and fiber help stabilize blood sugar and protect nerve health. Avoiding highly processed sugary foods can make a noticeable difference over time. Another overlooked habit is sudden movement after long periods of rest. Moving quickly without warming up can stress nerves, while gentle stretching before activity improves circulation and reduces irritation. Temperature exposure is another common trigger. Very hot water, cold floors, or sudden temperature changes can overstimulate sensitive nerves, and protecting your feet while avoiding extreme temperatures helps reduce discomfort. Your nerves have supported you for decades, allowing you to move, feel, and interact with the world, and they deserve care and attention. The encouraging truth is that small daily changes can create meaningful improvements. Nerve health does not change overnight. Just as harmful habits slowly worsen symptoms, supportive habits also work gradually, which is actually good news because it means you do not need extreme changes. Small, consistent actions repeated daily create lasting results. Hydration is another often overlooked factor. Proper fluid levels help maintain circulation and oxygen delivery, yet many older adults do not drink enough water, which can quietly worsen symptoms. Drinking small amounts regularly throughout the day supports nerve function. Sleep quality also plays a critical role because during deep sleep, the body performs repair processes that help restore nerve tissue. Poor sleep disrupts this healing cycle and increases sensitivity, while improving sleep habits supports nerve recovery over time. Posture also affects nerve health because poor sitting or standing positions can compress nerves and increase symptoms, while maintaining supportive posture helps protect nerve pathways. Foot care is especially important since reduced sensation can allow small injuries to go unnoticed, and daily foot checks along with supportive footwear help prevent complications. Stress management is equally important because chronic stress increases inflammation and heightens nerve sensitivity, while relaxation techniques can calm the nervous system and reduce irritation. Nutrition provides essential building blocks for nerve health, and balanced diets support repair processes while reducing inflammation. Ignoring early warning signs is another common issue because many people dismiss mild symptoms until they become severe, yet listening to early signals allows earlier action and better outcomes. Consistency remains the most important factor. There is no single quick fix, but a collection of supportive habits practiced daily can create powerful improvements over time. Many people who make these changes notice encouraging results because even when symptoms do not disappear completely, they often become more manageable. Daily activities become easier, sleep improves, and overall quality of life increases. Progress requires patience because improvement is usually gradual rather than immediate. Some days will feel better than others, but consistent habits usually lead to positive long-term trends. Nerves are living tissue capable of responding to care and support, and while severe damage may not fully reverse, many aspects of nerve function can improve when supportive conditions are provided. By improving circulation, reducing inflammation, stabilizing blood sugar, and supporting overall health, you create an environment where healing becomes possible. Think again about that simple moment when you first stood and paid attention to your feet. That small act of awareness represents the first step toward change, because awareness leads to action, and action leads to improvement. Your daily habits shape your nerve health far more than most people realize. Each positive adjustment you make is an investment in comfort, mobility, and independence in the years ahead. Over time, these small choices add up to meaningful improvements that allow you to move more freely, sleep more comfortably, and enjoy life with less distraction from discomfort. Continue paying attention, continue making small, supportive changes, and remember that progress is built through consistency rather than perfection. Even the smallest step taken today can lead to noticeable improvements tomorrow, and those improvements can continue growing over time as your nerves receive the care they truly deserve. As you continue thinking about this, it helps to remember that nerve health is not something that changes suddenly. Just as harmful habits slowly built up and contributed to your symptoms over time, supportive habits also work gradually and steadily. This is actually encouraging because it means you do not need to make extreme changes or overwhelm yourself. Small, consistent actions repeated every day are what truly create lasting improvement. When you begin supporting your circulation, stabilizing blood sugar, reducing pressure on nerves, and protecting them from unnecessary stress, your body responds little by little. Many people do not notice changes immediately, but after several weeks they often realize that the burning feels less intense, the tingling happens less often, or the numbness is no longer spreading the way it once did. These gradual improvements can add up to a meaningful difference in overall comfort and mobility. Another factor that often goes unnoticed is hydration. Nerves, like every tissue in the body, depend on proper fluid balance to function well. When the body becomes even mildly dehydrated, blood flow can slow slightly, and tissues receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. For someone already dealing with nerve irritation, this can quietly worsen symptoms. Many adults, especially as they get older, do not drink enough water throughout the day because they may not feel thirst as strongly as they once did. Creating a simple habit of drinking small amounts of water regularly can help maintain steady circulation and support nerve nourishment. It does not require drinking large amounts at once, but rather maintaining consistent hydration throughout the day. Sleep also plays a powerful role in nerve health. During deep sleep, the body performs important repair processes that help restore tissues, regulate inflammation, and support nerve recovery. When sleep is poor or interrupted, these repair cycles are reduced, leaving nerves more sensitive and easily irritated. Many people with nerve discomfort notice that symptoms feel worse at night, which can make sleep more difficult and create a cycle where poor rest leads to greater irritation the next day. Improving sleep habits can help break this pattern. Maintaining a regular sleep schedule, keeping the bedroom comfortable and calm, and avoiding stimulants late in the day can gradually improve sleep quality and support nerve healing. Posture is another everyday habit that quietly affects nerve function. Sitting or standing in positions that place uneven pressure on certain areas of the body can compress nerves over time. This is especially common in the lower back, hips, and legs, where nerve pathways travel long distances. When pressure remains for extended periods, it can increase irritation and worsen symptoms in the feet and hands. Paying attention to posture, using supportive seating, and avoiding positions that cause prolonged strain can help protect nerve pathways and reduce unnecessary stress. Even simple adjustments, such as keeping both feet flat on the floor while sitting or shifting positions regularly, can make a noticeable difference over time. Foot care is particularly important for those experiencing nerve symptoms in the lower legs and feet. Reduced sensation can make it difficult to notice small injuries, pressure points, or skin irritation. Checking your feet daily for redness, swelling, or changes in skin condition is a simple but powerful habit. Wearing properly fitted shoes that provide cushioning and support can prevent pressure that aggravates sensitive nerves. Gentle foot massage can also help stimulate circulation and calm irritated nerve endings. These small routines not only reduce discomfort but also help prevent complications that might otherwise develop unnoticed. Emotional stress also has a strong impact on nerve sensitivity. When the body remains under constant stress, it releases hormones that can increase inflammation and heighten the nervous system's response to pain signals. This means that the same level of nerve irritation can feel much more intense during periods of high stress. Learning simple relaxation techniques such as slow breathing, gentle stretching, or taking quiet moments to rest the mind can help calm the nervous system and reduce overall nerve sensitivity. Even a few minutes of relaxation each day can gradually lower stress levels and support nerve comfort. Nutrition provides the essential building blocks that nerves need to maintain their protective coverings and function properly. Diets that lack key nutrients can leave nerve tissue more vulnerable to irritation and slower to repair. Including balanced meals with vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats, and quality protein supports nerve health and reduces inflammation. This does not require strict dieting or complicated rules. It simply means choosing nourishing foods consistently and limiting highly processed items that contribute to inflammation over time. Another important habit is paying attention to early warning signs. Many people ignore mild tingling or occasional numbness when it first appears, assuming it will pass on its own. However, early symptoms are often the body's way of signaling that nerves are under stress. Listening to these signals allows you to respond sooner by adjusting movement, improving posture, supporting circulation, or reducing strain. Taking action early can prevent symptoms from progressing and help maintain better long-term nerve function. Consistency remains the most important principle in all of this. There is rarely a single action that instantly improves nerve health, but a combination of supportive habits practiced daily can create powerful results over time. Each healthy habit contributes a small amount of support, and together they form a strong foundation that protects nerve tissue and improves overall function. Many people who begin applying these changes notice something encouraging. Even when symptoms do not disappear completely, they often become far more manageable. Walking may feel steadier, sleep may become more restful, and daily activities may no longer feel as difficult or uncomfortable as before. It is also important to remain patient throughout this process. Improvement rarely happens in a perfectly steady line. Some days will feel better than others, and occasional flare-ups may still occur. This is a normal part of nerve recovery. What matters most is the overall trend over time. When supportive habits are maintained consistently, the general direction often moves toward improvement rather than decline. Over months, these small daily efforts can lead to significant changes in comfort, stability, and confidence in movement. Your nerves are living tissue capable of responding to care and support. While severe nerve damage may not always be fully reversible, many aspects of nerve function can improve when the right conditions are provided. By reducing inflammation, improving circulation, stabilizing internal balance, and protecting nerves from ongoing stress, you create an environment where healing becomes more possible. Think again about that simple moment when you first stood still and paid attention to your feet. That small act of awareness represents the beginning of change. It shows that when you slow down and listen to your body, you begin to understand the signals it sends. Awareness leads to better decisions, and better decisions lead to improvement over time. Your daily habits shape your nerve health far more than most people realize. Each positive change you make is an investment in greater comfort, mobility, and independence in the years ahead. Over time, these small adjustments add up, allowing you to move more freely, rest more comfortably, and experience daily life with less distraction from nerve discomfort. Continue paying attention to your body, continue making steady, supportive changes, and remember that progress is built through consistency rather than perfection. Even the smallest positive step taken today can lead to noticeable improvements tomorrow, and those improvements can continue to grow over time as your nerves receive the care and support they truly need. Your nerves are protected by a myelin sheath, which works like insulation around electrical wiring. This layer allows nerve signals to travel quickly and accurately. When the body lacks key nutrients required to maintain myelin, nerve communication becomes disrupted. This can result in not only pain, but also weakness, balance difficulties, or delayed reflexes. Essentially, nerve dysfunction is not only about structural damage, it is also about impaired communication between the nerves and the brain. Many people instinctively reduce movement once nerve symptoms begin. They may walk less due to discomfort, avoid activity out of fear of pain, or gradually become more sedentary. Unfortunately, this creates a vicious cycle. Reduced movement leads to poorer circulation, increased stiffness, and further weakening of nerve support systems. Over time, this pattern accelerates symptom progression rather than slowing it. Stress plays a surprisingly powerful role as well. When the body remains in a constant state of tension, stress hormones elevate, which can constrict blood vessels, increase inflammation, and heighten the brain's sensitivity to pain signals. Even mild nerve irritation can feel much more severe during periods of high stress. Therefore, managing stress is a critical, though often overlooked, component of nerve health. Simple relaxation strategies like slow breathing, gentle stretching, or quiet mindfulness moments can help calm the nervous system and reduce overall nerve sensitivity. Sleep quality is another key factor in supporting nerve function. Deep sleep is when the body performs most of its repair processes, including tissue restoration and nerve recovery. Poor or interrupted sleep disrupts this repair cycle, allowing small nerve injuries to accumulate rather than heal. Over time, this can lead to worsening symptoms. Focusing on consistent sleep schedules, a comfortable sleep environment, and minimizing late-day stimulants can gradually improve restorative sleep and support nerve recovery. It is essential to recognize that nerve health is influenced by multiple interconnected factors. Habits related to movement, nutrition, hydration, sleep, stress, and overall metabolic balance all work together to shape the environment in which nerves function. Because of this complexity, focusing on just one intervention rarely produces lasting results. True improvements come from addressing the overall environment that supports nerve health. The encouraging reality is that nerves can stabilize and, in many cases, regain function when these underlying stressors are reduced. While severe damage may not always fully reverse, making targeted, consistent adjustments can slow progression, alleviate discomfort, and improve quality of life. The key takeaway is that nerve symptoms are not random or inevitable. They are signals reflecting processes that can often be influenced. When these signals are addressed early and consistently, the trajectory of nerve health can be positively altered over time. Reflect again on that simple moment when you first stood and focused on your feet. That act of awareness represents the very first step toward change. It shows that by slowing down and paying attention, you can begin to understand what your body is telling you. Awareness leads to action, action leads to improvement, and over time, small, consistent choices can create substantial benefits. Your daily habits hold more influence over your nerve health than most people realize. Every positive adjustment, whether it is a short walk, a mindful meal, a hydration habit, or a stress management technique, is an investment in your comfort, mobility, and independence. Over weeks and months, these small decisions compound into meaningful improvements. You can move more freely, rest more soundly, and enjoy life without constant distraction from nerve discomfort. Consistency is critical. Progress does not require perfection, but it does require repetition. Even the smallest action taken today can lead to noticeable improvements tomorrow. Over time, these incremental changes continue to build, strengthening nerve function and overall well-being. Your efforts, even if subtle, are powerful. By incorporating these habits into your daily life, you create a protective, supportive environment where your nerves can function at their best. Nerve health is a lifelong journey. By focusing on awareness, movement, circulation, nutrition, hydration, sleep, stress management, and early responsiveness to symptoms, you take control of a process that often feels overwhelming. Every small step matters and contributes to an environment that promotes healing, stability, and resilience. Over time, these actions transform your daily experience, reduce discomfort, and improve your ability to engage fully in life. Your nerves have faithfully supported you through decades of activity and experience. They deserve attention, care, and protection. By implementing small, consistent changes, you can create a foundation for lasting improvements in comfort, mobility, and quality of life. Change does not have to be overwhelming or complicated. By taking simple, evidence-based steps, you empower yourself to live more comfortably and independently. Stand up once more if you can, and pay attention to your feet again. Feel the connection between your actions, your awareness, and the impact on your body. Remember that habits, small, intentional choices repeated consistently, matter more than most people realize. Change them thoughtfully, and relief will often follow. This is the essence of supporting your nerves and enhancing your daily life. Your commitment to small, daily actions builds toward a future of stronger, healthier nerve function and more enjoyable, comfortable days ahead.